Hello students, today we are going to see the new chapter which is chapter 16, electronic payment system. So in this chapter we are going to understand the electronic payment system to know the various types of electronic payments methods. We are going to learn the basics of card-based payment system, electronic account transfer, electronic cash payment system, mobile payment and internet payment system. Okay. So in this chapter we are going to see all these topics. So introduction before moving on to the electronic payment system, we used cash payment system, which is a hard material, paper material, which is printed with mint and different ink to identify this is a currency, and this currency is given for any transaction or any exchange. Okay. So this method has some disadvantages since it is highly corruptible. Okay, so when rain or fire comes and destroy this currency, then it has to be reprinted, and it is not that cost efficient. Okay, so they move on to a new payment system which is known as electronic payment system. In this, cash need not be carried by the person who wants to make the payment. So he can take their card or electronic device, so that electronic device will be connected to your bank account and directly debited from the account. Okay. So this is known as electronic payment system. So the first thing is we'll see the classification of electronics payment system. There are two types of electronic payment system: microelectronic system and macroelectronic system. So this microelectronic system, it is an online payment system designed to allow efficient and frequent payment of small amount. Okay, so if you are making small payments, and then you can use this micro uh, electronic payment system. It will be very easy and secure, and it is used for mainly smaller payment system, and it avoids using frauds in the, as the security of a microelectronic system is comparatively low. It could be tampered because the cost of fraud is making much higher than the possible values to be gained by the fraud itself. So the security in micropayment system methods is considerably adequate. Okay, so here you can see that the majority of the micropayment system were designed to pay for simple goods on the internet. Okay, subscription on the online games and read journals, listen to a music or watch a movie online. Okay, so these kinds of payments can be used with the micro payment system. Macro payment system, on the other hand, it is specially designed to transact high value of payment. Okay, so this is a macro payment, and it consists of card-based payment system, electronic account transfer, electronic cash payment system, mobile payment system, and internet payment system. So card-based payment system. So in this there are three different types of cards: credit cards, debit cards, and the stored value cards based on the payment system. Pay before. Okay. So credit card is the electronic payment system normally used to retail transaction. The credit card enables the bearer to buy goods or service from the vendor based on the cardholder's promise to the card issuers to pay the value later on the agreed interest. Okay. So here you can see that if your bank account doesn't have money, then you can use that credit card to buy something. Okay, so they will be charging some charging some interest for paying you the instant loan. Okay, it's like instant loan. So your bank account is having only 500 rupees. Okay, so account balance is only 500 rupees. So you are having a credit card for that account. So you want to buy a good which is 1200, then you will be given 1200 for that, and you can buy it. Okay, but the 1200 must be paid in the next month or forthcoming month with some interest. Say for example 10% means 12 rupees will be increased. Okay, so so 1212 will be charged from you in the next month. Okay, so here you can see that at a particular date you have to pay your bill. Okay, or otherwise they will close your account, or they will charge you penalty of it. Okay, so this is a credit card method, and this credit card method has some advantages and disadvantages. You can just understand by reading this passage. Okay, next is uh, anatomy of credit cards. Not only anatomy of credit cards, all the cards will be having uh, this kind of hardwares in it. Okay, all payment cards including debit cards usually plastic card of size 85.66 mm width and 53.98 mm height, rounded corner with a radius of 2.88 mm to 3.48 mm, and the thickness of the card is 0.76 mm. These standard dimensions are maintained universally in accordance with the ISO certification. Okay, so this is explained in the figure 16.3. Okay, so first is the publisher. Okay, emblem or the logo of the publishing bank will be there in the credit card. Next is credit card number. This is a the modern credit card number have 16 digit unique identification number. The first digit of the credit card is major industry identifier, MII. Okay, so first digits, not only first digits, the first four digits are now uh, major industry identifier. So Visa or Mastercard or Rupee card can be decided by using this first four digits of that uh, of the card number. Okay, it identifies the issue card category. One means airlines, four means banks. Okay, so next is the next five digits uniquely identify the issues organization. So the next six digits called issuer's identity number and bank identity number. So this will be mostly same with all the banks. So the next nine digits are the account number, and the last digits is the check check digit based on the launch algorithm. Okay, so this will be an algorithm. Based on that you will be given a digits. Okay, so name of the card holder will be given there, and EMV chip, electronic microchip, will be there, so that you cannot able to change the content of it. RFID means radio frequency identification can also be used. There will be a exp, 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 expiration date, which means that after that particular period, the strip mm, or the card will not be valid. Okay, so this card is valid until the last date, and you have to change it. Okay, so here you can see that next is card brand logo. This is the logo of card maker. Okay, credit card network company Visa, Mastercard, uh, and Rupee in India. Okay, So next is at the back side you can see the magnetic strips. So that is an iron based magnetic material containing encrypted data uh, about the card holder and the account number. So and the next thing is hologram. Hologram is the sticker that is three-dimensional image form to show you the uh, authentication of the credit card or debit card. Okay, next is signature. The customer has to sign on it, and it is also hold the last four-digit number of the card. Okay, so next is CVC or CVV credit card verification code or value. Okay, card verification value. So it consists of three digit usually printed at the left side of the signature pen. So this is CVC2 is usually is used in contactless transaction. Okay. So next is debit card. So mostly you can see that it is available in the Indian market. So everybody will be having a debit card since you have have the account have the payment in your account to make any transaction with this card. Okay, if your account is balance is very low, then you can not able to make any payment by using this card. Okay, so it does not provide any loan amount instantly for using this card. Okay, so this is the debit card, and here you can see that there are currently three ways of processing debit card transaction. EFT POS. POS means point of sales. So mostly you can see that point of sales is used here. Only when you swipe a card, you'll be receiving a message that you have purchased something in this POS. POS means point of sales. So EFT POS is used here. So storing value cards. Okay. So next, stored value cards. In this is not available in our country, but most of the countries is having these kinds of stored value cards like metro trains and public telephone booth. Okay, so the citizens of a country like Singapore, they'll be provided a card, so that will be having a default value. Okay, so you can even recharge it. Okay, that card will be having some holding some value. So if you are entering a metro station, then this card will be given to you. So that card will be swiped at the entrance so that you can get into it and you can move on to the next station. Okay, so this kind of stored value cards can be used even to make public telephone. Okay, in that public telephone there will be a insertion for this stored value card. So when you insert it, it will be getting activated and you can make the call. After finishing the card, you can pull out the card. Okay, so when you finish the transaction, you can remove it, and the the usage cost will be debited at the end of the service. Okay, so this is stored value card, and even you can see that smart card is available. So nowadays our ration card is converted into smart card, so that they'll be having a reader and the smart card will be provided at the issuing date. So when you take the ration card to the nearest store, they'll be recording it the recording the uh, they'll be recording the stock and the amount of quantity which is given to you will be recorded immediately in the computer. Okay, so this is smart card, And here you can see that there are contactless contact card. So in some way or other you have to swipe the card with the machine. Okay. So this is contact smart card. Contactless smart card means you can just wave the card above the machine, or any reader will be available there. So this is contactless cards. Okay. So next is electronic amount transaction. So this is the transaction service that are used to um, used in the smart cards. Okay, not only smart cards, all the card based payment system. So the first thing is electronic clearing services. So this electronic clearing services will have you the server like this: sample or electronic clearance services. So this will be tying up with your bank account, and they'll be doing the transaction. Next is electronic fund transfer. It will transfer the fund from your account to another account. So this is electronic fund transfer. Real time gross settlement, RTGS. So you all know what is RTGS. You can do bulk transfer by using this RTGS. And the advantages and disadvantages of all the three things will be known to you. Okay, so with this we'll finish the class today. We'll see the electronic cash payment system and upcoming chapters bitcoins in the next class. Thank you, students.